crow and the eagle. It was a bright spring day. The sun was high in the blue sky. A herd of sheep was grazing contentedly on the hillside. The little lambs with her sword twit, corded and curly tails were playing among themselves. The shepherd, seeing that his flower was safe and happy, he had fallen asleep under his spreading branches of a large old tree. Suddenly an eagle swoops down from the sky. It turns to a little lamb and carried it off so swiftly that none of the other lambs even had the time to bleed. The sleeping shepherd heard nothing. A crow was sitting on a tree, under which the sheep would lay asleep. He had seen how the eagle pig caught the lamb and carried it off to his nest. What a wonderful way to get Stinger, he thought. Why do crows look for old, smelly food? The crow decided to do exactly as legally done. It looked easy enough. All he had to do was to decide which sheep he wanted. Swoop down upon it, hold it as firmly as he could in his claws, and fly it with it easy. If the eagle could do it, then so could he. The crow looks down, literally flock of sheep, to decide which sheep he wanted. Just below the tree, by the shepherd at Peak, All Brown was grazing. He had curlings, horns, and a thick, heavy fleece. After he should be a good meal for me thoughts. We crawled greedily. He was very hungry, and he thought of the large, juicy round for lunch, made his mouth water. The cross went silently and swiftly down onto the run, just as he had seen the eagle on the grass. Put it firmly by its fleece, and now to fly off with it to my nest. Said be cruel to himself. He flapped his wings with all his strength, but could not lift. He ran. The wren was large. He was much too heavy for the crow to carry. The crow tried again and again, but without success. The wren felt the crow on its back and was most annoyed. Just what do you think you're doing? You pesky bird! He snapped, glaring at him over his shoulder. If you crawl flat, hard, or still trying to carry you around the way. Now stop that! Cried, we ran. Go away, Shoo! Leave me in peace! He jumped and backed and tried to shape. He crawled off his back. All old Sorsley crowed. Alarmed that he runs, fierce antics. Maybe this wasn't such a good idea after all. Perhaps I should look for my dinner somewhere else. I had better. Let's see Ramby. The crow tried to fly away, but he found he could not move. His claws were caught, and he ran thick fleece. The crow pulled his feet this way and that. He flapped his wings as held as he could. But no matter what he did, he only seemed to get stuck. My family all. How is he ever going to get free? The crows cawed loudly, infinite despair. The ramp started running around the tree, belling with rage. The shepherd woke up with his tart. Who was making that horrible noise? Where was sheep in danger? He sat up where the sight met his eyes. The man was running round and round the tree. On this backwardly crawled, squawking and trying to rise into the air. The shepherd began to laugh at once. Widening his eyes, the shepherd stood up. He stopped, he ran, as he ran by, and calmed him with gentle words. When Miran was still, the shepherd took a pair of shears from his sack. Holding the crow with one hand, he definitely snipped to the fleece until the crow was free. What did you think you were doing? My fine friend asked to the shepherd, looking at the crow. The plane is being illegal. Will you be shattered? Very tail clapping again. The crow was too embarrassed even to crawl. He wished only the two shepherds would let him go, so he could fly away to his nest, and tied his foolish head. Finally, when the shepherd let the crow go, the crow flapped his wings and flew his fastest he could. And the next time you want to be an eagle, make sure you pick an animal your size. Called the shepherd. After him he crawled. Feeling silly and foolish, promised himself that from now on he would only do as other crows did.